But this is a pretty hard level that I created. Diamonds are born in pressure. What makes this so hard then? Well, if you look at the enemy count here, I cannot add any more enemies because you have the maximum number of monsters. There are 20 monsters in here. Most of them are these bats. They are a little bit difficult to see among all this junk lying around. But there's bats like around every corner here. And also these spinner enemies that travel diagonally. The bat enemies are, they chase you. They chase after you, and with this many enemies the pathfinding actually takes so much effort that the game kind of slows down a little bit, so I have to turn up the cycles in Toxbox if I want to play this in the intended speed. Let's give it a quick go at the editor to see how this unfolds here. So you start by getting a 1-up. That is fair to the player because you can just keep trying this level. And there's this fuel charge place, and immediately you have 2 bats coming after you. And there's a third and fourth. Yeah, this isn't easy. You have this escape chase scenario right at the start, and then it kind of opens up. Charging the fuel. You have to get all the gems if you don't know about Jetpack. The gold coins are optional, but they provide points, and you can get extra lives by getting. For each 1000 points you get an extra life. Oh, I got a random power up, just safety like suit. Let's grab it. Second one. Okay, that's pretty fortunate. So now I don't take damage from the enemies at all. What is effect is ongoing. Yeah, sometimes you get these random power-ups. That word there was an extra life. Because I crossed the 1000 point barrier. And now I'm vulnerable again, so I have to watch out for the enemies. This spinner's coming right at me. Bats are a little bit scattered. They usually get in groups. Oh, now I'm in a sticky situation. Yeah, I died. This isn't very easy, but I got pretty far. I'm gonna try this out in the real game mode. So we go to the title screen. I have this level order, random, select F4, type save game or standard. Standard is the you play the 100 levels or whichever level you want to start with. Custom is for editor levels, and you have an option to play with more than one player as well. But I wanna start by picking this. I'll show you also the other levels based on the same theme. So the level I want to try out is 4th cycle, this one. But I also recorded this one. This has no enemies at all. And I got really close to completing it, but I messed up and then didn't want to try again because the attempt took like 15 minutes or so. It's a test of patience. Everything is based on this tile set. Happiness is born in symmetry. And there's a 5th cycle as well. I think I wanna spoil it here. It looks pretty menacing. It's got a lot of spikes and precision platforming. Confidence is born in despair. Don't I know it? But yeah, let's play this one. So you see this mini-map here. It's full of stuff. Now let's get going. We already started with 4 lives, or like 5, since it counts as 0th life. Usually easiest to go here at the start. Take the lower path. Running out of fuel immediately, so I'm gonna go charge up. If the spinner will let me. And the bats are coming after me. They have a quirky pathfinding algorithm. Oh, I almost hit that bat because it was mixing with the background there. I cannot be very systematic about getting the gems because I have to run away from the enemies. But I'm doing pretty nicely here. And then I die immediately after saying that. Yeah, I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Okay, but it's gonna take a few tries anyway. Oh, I got a 1-up and then a 1-up from crossing the 1000-point barrier. It came in handy immediately. I think the bats aren't the same every time. Yeah, because sometimes this chase sequence seems harder than the other times. I can also lure them away from me like that. They will do strange course corrections for some reason. Oh, I messed up. I'm in deep here now. Yeah, there was no way. It's not like I'm gonna run out of lives. Okay, let's read this. No, that route just doesn't work. Lure them out here. Then take the lower route. That seems to be the winning strategy. But the spinners start in random direction, so you can never really predict where they're going. Okay, my jetpack's almost fully charged. Don't die. Don't die. That was a bit spooky. Extra lives keep raining and okay, now I'm pretty far from the enemies. They are stuck over there. Oh, I was a bit greedy there. I wanted to charge up my fuel really to the maximum, and then I didn't care about the spinner. I mean, this is fun. This is fun for me. I like games where you can where you have to try different strategies. Oh, that was a nice dodge. That was like a Toho level dodge. I don't like that there's these individual gems left lying around that I have to go back to later. You can also face these blocks. Sure. Oh, that bat is a little bit pushy. Get these singular ones here. Spinner, stay away. Oh, now I'm in a sticky situation. Let's get going over here. Just take it easy. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. But have confidence, my dude. I didn't even visit this section of the map. Okay, this is stressful. Lots of bats. Where's the missing gems? On the right side. I have to cross this sea of bats here. Okay, now don't die to the spinners, please. The door has appeared. Yes. Okay, I'm glad I cleared that, and it took me like 10 minutes. Not too bad. It was a fun level. Glad that I made it. I have a recording of the 3rd cycle. Let's start the 5th cycle. This also begins with that extra life. But you don't hear the ha 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 because there's an enemy stuck in the box over there, and that overrides the sound priority. I also found out that if you don't have any gems here, there's one gem if you look to the right. If you don't have any gems, then the door opens immediately, and that takes the top priority in the sound queue. Even over the ha 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 and the wah sound effects. Okay, so you have to go to the right to get the gem first. This isn't going to be first try victory. Ooh. Okay, so door opens. I can go here. Yeah, this is a tricky place. That is the first tricky section of the. If this jumps, I can do like eyes closed, but I think you need to face the left block as well, because you don't have the room to move around otherwise. Yeah, now I made it. And now, here's a tricky part. You have to hold Alt here. Hold Alt after jumping, because otherwise you cannot. The movement mechanics make it so that you are dead if you don't hold Alt. Because now I can hold Alt, as I'm doing right now, and move to the left so I can take a little bit of a leap over the spikes. But if I didn't press Alt, I would have to jump and I would hit the ceiling spikes. Yeah, that's a bit of a Jetpack trivia, but veteran players like myself know this by heart. Ooh, that was a little movement mechanic thing also. The way he grabbed onto the blocks corner. Okay, so what do I need to do here? Is this another hold out situation? No, it's not. Oh, seems like I have to. Yeah, I have to hit the. Yeah, I do have to hold Alt here. So I'm holding Alt. And I have to hit the corner of the block. Wait a minute, I don't have to hold Alt. I can jump here. I can jump and I can adjust my position, but I need to hit the corner of the spikes below me to the right. And I have to hit the corner because the hitbox doesn't extend all the way to the tile's edge. Yeah, I missed that. I got really close, but that's the second tricky situation in this level. I'm gonna give it one more shot and then. That doesn't count, that was too early. I'm gonna give it one more shot and then. Now I'm getting hit by this simple starter. I think there could be like a checkpoint thing. No, I cannot make it this time. I got exhausted here. Okay, let's just showcase this for no reason. Watch me get it first right now, when I didn't pick up the gem. Hop. Yeah, here. I got it first right. This is what you were supposed to do. Now I have to go back for the gem. Is there an easy way to do so? No, I have to go all the way down and around. No way. Well, let's just pretend I have the gem and I'm gonna go open the door. It goes like this. And you have to, here's also, you have to like time it right so you don't get crushed. Okay, so I wouldn't have won anyway. Yeah, this is difficult, but I did clear it once. It is doable. It would be fair to the player to have like checkpoints after each tricky part. You could make like 3 sub-levels where the door is adjusted. The door simply moves to the next trick. And the player moves as well. So I think I'll do that. But yeah, I'm having some Jetpack fun here. It's one of my favorite games, I would say, of all time. Yeah, one of my most played games of all time at least. We have a lot of lives. Can we even lose this? Can we even get a game over here? Because I'm gonna get another life every time. I cannot get a game over, so I cannot record my score. That is really interesting, actually. I have to beat the level and then go to a level where I can spawn without getting a 1-up. And oh, that's interesting. But yeah, let's take a moment to appreciate the spike placements. There's like a lot of interesting shapes going on here. I'm a big fan of shapes in level design. Like geometry and symmetry and those kind of tactics. Yeah, I think I wanna quit now here. Okay, so if you press Q it quits. Okay, so we can get here. Conti means patience, and that was the third cycle, but fourth cycle was, we did clear the fourth cycle, so the diamonds born in diamonds are born in pressure, so diamond. Okay. Yeah, this is the level we cleared. This is the level we didn't clear. And I haven't cleared this. I got like 85% of the way through. And you can see here a spoiler. You can see those green squares at the top, and they mean that the tile is transparent. That is simply for decoration. Because if those green tiles were solid, this level would be unbeatable. It would be unbeatable. Second cycle is just the tile set, basically. This first cycle too, but it's just like this. It's fun to look at. We could even make some modifications here. That looks very exciting. Is it fun to play? Let's put some ladders in here so we can get to these places. And here should be a ladder. There should be a ladder. Maybe like here. If one going to the moon or something. I don't like this one. This one is bad vibes. This is pretty good because it has this like resonance from this earlier letters. Yeah, that is the way to go. You can also have sideways letters. But do we need them? Let's like work our way through this first. You can test a level if it has a player and a door. The door will immediately open since there are no gems. There could be some enemy hopping over here and how do you get over there? This is a little bit tricky. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky because you have to press Alt basically a second time. It sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't. Like, how do you grab onto the like that? And I got a very lucky bonus jetpack. There could be two of these structures. There could be two of these structures. Put this one over here. Another over here. And the door is in the wrong place. This one is duplicated. Maybe I want a mirror image instead. Yeah, I think I want a mirror image. So this is gonna take a while, but I have all the time in the world. That raw sound is me picking up the block, because you can look at here. Intersection new tile, insert keys, pick up tile. So now we have to make mirror images of these. That seems correct. Okay, so now we have a mirror image of the tile set, but without the letters. For some reason I didn't count the letters as part of the tile set. I wanna move this, shift this down by 1. The door doesn't get copied like that. Actually, the door will be symmetrically here. Okay, now that looks pretty good. We can add some kind of special bonus stage here. This is too crowded now. I don't want the structures to stand on their own. I think there are too many ladders. If I just avoid these. The ladders would be, if I had so many ladders I would be able to use the trackbots, the ones that can use ladders. Actually, where do they go now? So they get stuck like that. Let's give them a bonus ladder. That looks aesthetically pleasing. Okay, you get stuck over there. And you get stuck as well. Interesting, it ran away when I opened the portal to myself. Yeah, I don't think this is a trackpad level. This is not a trackpad level. That would be very different to design. Oh, I see what I need to do here. Yeah, these look pretty nice. Although it is a bit busy. It's a little bit busy, but it makes for good gameplay because it's got like these tunnels here, over here. There's 3 competing materials here. The steel, the bricks and the boxes. Let's do something about the boxes. If this was steel. Okay, so now there are like tunnels. I'm just gonna replace the boxes with steels. Okay, now this will go over. So this is a completely different level now. It's time to test this first. So you can go here at the start and you can go over there at the start. And this place is now isolated from everything else. You need a jetpack to get over there. Unless you take the stairs or the ladders. There could be some kind of obstacle blocking you. And then yeah, that would be amusing if these were blocked by the obstacle. So it's one of those levels. I love making these levels where it's like I mean, you play walking mode first and then you get the jetpack later. Let's do like this. Yeah, what opens these? Is it some kind of enemy? You have to lure an enemy somewhere. I think it would be nice if you lure the trackbot into a button that's otherwise unreachable. That would be a clever level. So okay, trackbot begins where? Like here. And then let's look at some places to put the switch. Because there's the floor switch which okay, they get stuck over there. You can hide objects behind the door. Now I place the door, they are gone again, so I have to place them again. Okay, so they want to come after me. Maybe this is part of the strategy. Maybe you have to like lure them out here and then get them to some. Maybe that was enough. Maybe that was just enough. This opens the blue switch and let's put a red switch, a cyan switch over here. Okay, I think that is nice. And why can't you simply pick it up? Because there's some kind of obstacle here, but that is not. I want this to be like an enemy only. Okay, maybe I'll just move these down. They do break the symmetry though. Maybe I'll break the symmetry again. Wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Because you could have... No, you couldn't have placed them. That was the movement mechanics would have not allowed it. Oh, and I gotta place some spikes here. Let's put some more spikes for the amusement of it. Yeah, I like these decorative spikes for some reason. Yeah, let's test the level. So if I go here, they will start chasing me immediately. Oh, this was a nice dead dodge. But that wasn't. Okay. So yeah, the trackbots do easily get stuck. The pathfinding is very amateurish. Not to disown Adam Peterson's coding skills, of course. I just mean that the DOS program doesn't allow for very clever pathfinding, but they did the best with the little resources they could. They are, after all, adept software. I think I got a little bit too convoluted here. I will admit. I should have made a simple level, but I always make this like mechanically complex levels with like switches and puzzles, and maybe that's just one aspect of the level. And maybe there aren't two trackbots, maybe that's like too much. It's distracting when there are two. So is this guy ever gonna... If I move here, it will take some kind of different route. I'm gonna go here and lure it over here. Yeah, then go down. Okay, so it missed. It's good that that can happen actually. But you should be able to fix this situation if you get stuck like that. You should be able to come from the other side and then... But you can come from the other side. Yeah. It just takes a little bit of patience. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. Let's save this level. This is the 6th cycle. And some straight into the 8th cycle. This is the 9th cycle. No, this is the 7th. What is born into where? I have a word but I don't want to use it. I have a 7 character word but I don't want to use it. Hey, I think no. Scrap that. Look, names are important. Followers are born. Okay. That seems fair. Yeah, so now I want some of these ladders to be like up. Ladders. Like these guys definitely need to be up. So I don't mind if it's like that. Teak letters, I like this. The direct bots liked it. These moving ladders provide a marginal movement benefit. They don't have much gameplay purpose, but they are very decorative. So let's put some gems maybe. Just randomly. You can press R to get random gem positions. Make it symmetrical. Put some gold coins as well. Actually, these are cool. Okay, now it's very decorative. Just peacefully collecting some gems. Then we run this guy over here. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. So let's try going all the way over here. Does he spot me? That cannot be an A-star pathfinding algorithm. Alright, I think I can get it here. Okay, let's go here. No, it didn't pick up. It didn't pick up on my communication. Let's try going under. Over. No. Yeah, that might be a little bit too tricky for the pathfinding algorithm. Let's put 2 in case. I don't want the safety. Oh. That's what you get for picking up the safety, whatever that is, suit, safety suit, I think. You can, that's the only object in the game that cannot be placed in the editor. What? It didn't, you hit the blue switch, but it didn't, like, what is going on? Why didn't it open the door? Why didn't it open it? Okay, let's try it immediately. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We're going to have one of these here. Don't I need to block this way as well? Evidently it is so. But why didn't it work? How about now? No, it just doesn't register. What if there's only one? Oops, I missed. Why doesn't it work? Huh? I don't understand this. I can press them just fine. Is it that the trackpad cannot press it? I think I saw it press once. You heard the sound. There's something really weird going on here. This can press it, right? Yes. So why can't the trackpad press the buttons? Why cannot it press it? I don't understand. It should have the same capacity. I hope this isn't some kind of bug. I was under the assumption that the trackpad can also press buttons. Wait a minute, don't I have a level where the trackpad presses buttons into it? It is one of these old levels that I have lying around. Is it Chase? No. Definitely not this one. This is it. This is the level where you lure the trackpad. I made this when I was like 14 years old. So you're gonna like lure the trackpad into one of these switches. Oops, wrong way. Can I go like this? Not over there. Guess somebody had to make a level like this. It works now. You can clearly see it working here. So why doesn't it work the 7th cycle? What is different here? Is it because it's on the air? Could that be it? Yes, it's because it's on the air. The trackbot cannot press switches that are on the air, but it can press switches that are on the ground. New Jetpack lore just dropped in 2026. I did not know of this interaction, I will admit. Omoshiroi. Hontoni omoshiroi. The Batbot has to be able to press these air switches. It made a sound, but it didn't. It makes a sound, but it doesn't like. What does it have to do with them being on the ground? This is very interesting to me. I'm discovering new mechanics in this. Lord knows how old this game is. Was it like 94 or something? Yeah, it turned 30 in 2024, so it has to be 94. And I'm still discovering new things about it. So what do I do with the actual puzzle design here? So how do I get this trackbot into some place which is interesting? I could ward off some area with spikes, I suppose. And make it on the ground, I don't think. So like... No, it's difficult to find such a place. Oh, it could be over here. Just have a look at the switch. But now this kind of defeats the point of having two switches because they will get activated at once. Okay, I'm gonna find a different place for the cyan switch. But let's try this if it works. So I cannot go there because there are those hidden spears. And I also died. Okay. Now I want to press. Come on. No, it's too difficult to get the bot here. No. This isn't a good strategy. I wanna load the old version. I wish there was like a poisonous platform. So enemies can stand on a poisonous platform, but I cannot. That would be interesting. That would be solid for enemies and deadly for me. That kind of interaction doesn't exist in the blocks that I have handy here. I would also use a different enemy altogether. I think the trackbot is a bit of a mistake. Oh, the door had priority. Or not clear to the light, there's still it, yes. Where does a missile go if it starts like here or here? Just get stuck in a loop. Remember that missiles always turn right when they have no other options. I mean, when they can choose to go to the right, they will choose to go to the right, is what I'm trying to say. That's actually a good enemy placement. But the doesn't work symmetrically because of the right turning rule. Now you have two in the same spot, doesn't work. But that doesn't work. I think it'll just be stuck here. So you can choose which one you find less harmful. I think this is a good enemy placement here. Let's take away the box here. I forgot. Yeah, this could be the case. What if there was a track, but I'm kind of fixated on that idea still. But what's preventing the player from going there now? Spikes here. That's pretty interesting. So now you only have one way to go. Yeah, I think now there can be two trackpods. Yeah, that's what I expected to happen. Look at the stereo touching that it. You can also face the blocks if you feel like this is too tight. Okay. I didn't pay attention to the trackpods. Now I gotta go all the way around. The chain while I'm at it. Can the bot get back here? Yes, it can. I need to be careful here. Okay, so now I screwed up. This would mean that the level is unwinnable if that happens. Maybe these are just faceable blocks. But wait, now you can do the clipping glitch and get that. Okay, I don't think you cannot do the clipping glitch if another one is steel. It should be other way around. But now you cannot face it. This is that function goes over aesthetics. Yeah, now we can face this and get them out of there. It's a little bit hectic, but it could work. I don't want these to be brick all of a sudden. It's gonna change the aesthetics. This is why the city is so ass. Now I don't want to make these micro adjustments here. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Let's save actually, we need to make a lot of progress. Yeah, I do like that there are trackpads here. I got messed up by the fact that they cannot press switches on the air, but it has to be a special case in the code, doesn't it? Okay, the luck is on my side. Do I need 2 trackpads or just one that you face out and then move to another position? I think 2 trackpads is a little bit hectic, so we will do it one. We will make do it one. Yeah, sure. Actually, you don't need to. Oh no. Yeah, I think this is interesting. So you can get to the fuel if you have fuel, but you cannot get to the gem if you don't have the switch. That is pretty my style, I would say. Yeah, so the switches serve a double purpose here. And I don't need these guys anymore. They didn't affect anything. Yeah, this is looking at the level here. We are looking at the level here. It's a bit more intricate than the other levels, but based on the same tileset at least. Some decorations maybe? If it's all covered in these. No, I don't want to do that to the player. There should be a black area here. But I cannot. There are no layers to the tiles. If you have a. Yeah, it looks kind of nasty if you try to place these black backgrounds. Because these don't obey the background at all. Like you cannot place anything behind another object in this game. So that's unfortunate. I'm still looking for something here. I still feel like this is somehow incomplete. There need to be teleports, I think. That would be interesting. Okay, now we're facing down. We'll take the teleport. Yes, it will. Might get stuck on the left. Aha, no, I looked at it wrong. Doesn't in fact get here. Oh, I died. No, I don't think these teleporters serve much of a purpose. No, they're kind of pointless. There is some kind of an event I'm looking for. Maybe some kind of decorative. I don't think most works in this level. Let's just playtest it until I figure it out. That did not quite work. I do like the sort of like directionality that's going on here. Like you have to go this type of tunnel over here. That is really, really interesting to me, or like intriguing, satisfying as well. Wait a minute, you can see, you can get the fuel by facing this block here. Not if it's like this. Okay, just gotta make sure that this works in a gameplay perspective. I'm gonna want the player to be able to phase through this block in particular. Nah, no, I think I'll keep it that way. Okay. So I can get this guy over here, and I can do something about that maybe. No? No, it's just a reflex test. Now, it is a bit too hectic for me. It's a little bit too little of a reaction time. I haven't even tested this level with the jetpack yet, because it's mostly a walking level. There really isn't any place that you cannot get to without the jetpack. Like nothing that the jetpack helps you with. Maybe you are recommended to go to the right first. Yes, this is less tricky. That's a very tight window. Okay, so that's what you want to happen. Now how do you get back out here? Okay, so we can get the fuel, and I think it helps a little bit here. Wait a minute, where did the... Oh, the other missile got stuck over there because there wasn't a wall blocking it anymore. Haha. Okay, and now I have the jetpack so I can just cruise my way over here. Yeah, actually I gotta be fast about this. Don't get stuck. Yeah. Okay, that's very nice. I think I gotta change the rocket placement a little bit. Well, nonetheless, I can access the other fuel tank now. I think I can clear the level by now. Let's get all the points and see how many it makes. Careful. Oh no, I don't think I can get all the points because that guy's in the way. That's actually an interesting scenario. Now I've gotta face this. This will throw off the other enemy. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. But it can be cleared. It can be cleared. But this rocket here, missile here, doesn't like. I can just put another steel here. Like that. No wait, that doesn't work. That's the exact opposite of the solution. Okay, like that. Oops, I forgot I cannot rest there. Yeah. I still think this level needs something, like some kind of progression, I think. Like, it'd be nice if you did something with the fuel. These ladders don't exist. These ladders don't exist either. So if you fall down there, you're kinda stuck. You gotta have some kind of kill switch. Wait, no, it ruins the aesthetic. I keep saying aesthetic, aesthetic, I think. Oh no, it could be a spring. They don't consume much resources, so the game doesn't slow down because of them. It's a way to basically like get rid of a bad, like a dead end situation. You could still go get a gem over there if you want. Even if you're walking. You cannot face these blocks to jump over there. What's over here then? Oops, my laptop isn't plugged in. Now it is. How long have I been recording? 1 hour, 12 minutes, 44 seconds. I have all the time in the world. And now the encoding is somehow... I think it's because I plugged in my laptop. Sorry, there must be a little bit of a glitch there. Are we fine? Okay, now it seems fine. So where was I? That would be very interesting. Oh, I think I can use red here. What else does red match with? I just want it to be like multi-purpose, the red barriers, that is. Something about timing, right? You gotta shut the barriers down at the right time. Oops, wrong item. Like you can decide where the rockets go. I do this. Take it stuck like that. And then it doesn't help if I... Yeah, that was a misplay. Blatant misplay. Let's look at the left one now. Yeah, that also gets stuck in the wrong way. I don't think this is gonna work. Let's just... Oops, I didn't save for quite a while now. Well, it's quickly fixed. I also want to get intimate with the level format. I mean, like the level data that is saved in the file, because every file is the same size. It's like 506 bytes or something like that. So even the amount of enemies doesn't seem to change the file size, which is interesting. Maybe there are some hardcoded slots for 20 enemies and they are like null if there's no enemy in the slot. I just wild math guessing here, but I might be overthinking this. That is probably true, but I feel like I need some kind of extra element to this level. Let's save now. Alright, enough. We need to remove these. And add the chain. Alright, now remove these two. Sometimes we lose progress by being careless, but nobody cares. But nobody cares that we're careless, isn't it? No, everybody cares. Deep down everybody cares, especially about Jetpack. The game of the year, all years. Still finding new strategies in 2026. It is pretty wild. This seems more open now, while the previous one seems more cramped. I think I prefer to hold them. This one looks better for some reason. Okay, so now the field does something. Hey, I know, I could put a crystal ball in here, so you can like go here and then there's some kind of bonus thingy over there. Yeah, so it's a time limit situation. I like it. I quite like it. This might be the element I've been looking for. The extra element. How can you make it any faster? By having the switches turned off. Is that enough time? Let's try. So first with the switches on, there's no way this is enough time to get to the lower left screen. Oh, it is. It just barely is. That's disappointing. I want it to be. I want it to be the other way around. That it doesn't like you gotta turn off the switches first. It'd be nice if the crystal ball had some kind of negative effect as well. Maybe like power-ups would instead kill you, like gems would kill you if you walk into the crystal. That wouldn't make any sense, but just some ideas to bounce around. If there's only one, can you get? There's no way you can get all four of it, even if all the switches are down. There's like no way. It's gonna run out eventually. I mean, like, yeah. That isn't much faster actually. Okay, so if this is halfway, yeah, this is like right next to the other spring, so if it's like over here, then you gotta make a little bit of a detour, and then it will make sense that the switch is active or not, or like it will matter. Let's try this. No, it was enough time. So it's gonna be even further, so some obscure corner. I will not be pushed into some obscure bureaucracy cubbyhole, says Joseph Manderley from Deus Ex. If I put it here, then it's also closer to... I think this is... Yeah, you gotta be really precise if you want this to last for both. Let's try one of more and then with the switches. Yeah, I barely made it, but having the switches down will help tremendously. So basically you can risk it if you want to, but having the switches off will make it safer. I quite like that. That's a nice game design choice. Oops, I messed up. Yeah, it's much more time, but it's still pretty tricky to do. So you don't want to pick up the crystal ball until you have the field. Okay, that is the element I need. That is the extra element I need. Thank you for it. Maybe this is now redundant. Yeah, I think that is fine. No, wait, I know. Yeah, like that. Okay, so this is fine. Here could be something to pick up. Maybe I'll just put the gold pines over there. And they could be protected by missiles. Yeah, that's really good. I like it. Yeah, this is pretty difficult, but most of my levels are made for veteran Jetpack players, of which there are many. I didn't completely run out of fuel either. Well, I get it to the other side now. And what if it falls here? Yeah, what if the trackpad falls down there? Well, then you screwed up. I guess that's just like part of the game. Yeah, I think that's just part of the game. If you leave the trackpad into the wrong area, then you lose. So it's another lose condition. Yeah, I am pretty happy with this level now. Just some empty space here. I haven't used any teleporters. I haven't used the red switches. At the same time, I don't want to make this too complicated. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I haven't cleared it yet myself, but I know it's doable. It's a nice anti-symmetry with the missiles being clockwise and counterclockwise. Or having two different configurations like that. Also, this level just looks nice. Like got neat shapes to it. Steel and bricks. Let's look at it with the oopsies. I wonder what I changed. Okay, doesn't matter. I wanna try this out with the regular Jetpack graphics. Like this. Damn, I got really used to the Jetpack Junior graphics. They look very 2026. This one looks more like 1996 or something. It's good to switch things up. There's also the Christmas graphics, but I usually save them for the holidays. Followers are prone in cadence. Yeah, just zoom into different sections of the level. This is pretty elegant looking level. Just like one detail here. Would this be nice? Nah, I'll keep it. Yeah, what do the outer levels look like with these graphics? This one looks very difficult to read actually. It is also difficult to read, but it was difficult to spot the bats even with the Jetpack Junior graphics. The spikes look more sharp here. They aren't as decorative. Let's switch back to the Jetpack Junior graphics. I like them more, with these levels at least. There were more graphics modules. I made one as a teenager, and I remember Rune Vision made one that had some kind of mentally ill angel. Sounds familiar to my life, okay, but yeah, people have been modding the game. That's possible to do, like change the graphics and text and stuff. Not surprising from a game that offers a level editor as one of its primary features. This game 001. Deep dose footage, okay. This one was for Fundos footage. Yeah. The cycle levels are actually like... I really like playing these. I really do like playing these. I'm glad I beat this level. This is the 5th, and this is the 7th. Sorry. 5th, and this is the 7th. So, which one is the 6th? What does that look like? Oh, I got an idea. Let's start from the second cycle as well, as usual. Just add like all of these. Yeah, I got it. There's a timer going on. Like there's a marble falling somewhere where there's enough space. Let's say here. It keeps toggling the red barriers. And you have to like find spots to rest in. You could start with the jetpack in this level for sure. Let's just check how fast this goes now. Can I get to the door? Just barely. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles. Because the marble is falling at the rate of similar rate than we are flying. So at about every 7 tiles there's gotta be some kind of resting place. Let's put some resting places in, easy resting places in the early game. Then it gets more difficult as time goes on. Yeah, let's try with these. So I'm just gonna go here. That wasn't so easy after all. So I don't need to even... I can just place, I guess. This is kind of stressful, isn't it? Very stressful. I like it. And here could be a resting place. Now you gotta stop here. And then go over here. Yeah. Okay, so 6th cycle just dropped. Most bishops are born in timing. This is a fun little concept. I don't know how I came up with this. I just kind of got fixated on the barriers, how I didn't use a red barrier at all the last level. And then I just kind of randomized the level, and here we are. Okay, I like this. I really like this. This is going somewhere. This is going places. You're gonna phase. I think you should like be able to phase here. Like we required to phase. Can redo it. No, not enough time. Enough time like this. No, it's not. So it's only enough if you phase. Alright, you can immediately get there. That didn't work because you can just clearly place it. Yeah, like that. Oh, I need all the way here. Maybe some fuel tanks. Let's put a fuel tank close by so you can like save it for later. that was a mistake. It has a little bit more liberties than I was expecting. It isn't so strict as I was planning it to be. Maybe that's a lot better. That makes for a good level. You get to improvise, that's a good level. Oh, how do you get there? Maybe that one is the most difficult of these, I think. Yeah, you gotta be patient and go right. But we can see that we can almost clear it, so it's basically this one. Now you can see the door disappear. I did that on purpose. Yeah, now there's a little bit of a delay before the cycling starts. I like that. Yeah, this is a good level. I really like this. 9 out of 10. I wanna play it one more time, but this time I wanna go to the actual game mode, like the select custom level. Does this spoil the placements of... It doesn't spoil the placements of the secret, the transparent, translucent, whatever blocks, if you're playing from the main menu rather than in the editor. That will repeat. Let's play 6th and 7th in order. I barely made it. This one is tricky. This one is indeed tricky. Yikes. I made it just wonderful. Oh, my finger slipped. Sorry. Oh, I got a free bonus tank. I'm not gonna use it because I wanna play this genuinely. I keep getting like this auspicious bonus items. Like one stream in fuel shortage of all places, a level called fuel shortage, I got a free fuel tank. And that made me do like a crazy speed run of the level. No, I couldn't make it. Let's try a different route this time. Oh, I reacted too hastily. I won't make it. Oh, I was too hasty again. Yeah, this is tricky. It's like challenging enough. It's like I feel like I made genuine mistakes. I don't feel like the level is unfair or anything. If I was given like a million lives, I would clear this in a heartbeat. But since we are in the main game mode, we only have, I think we start with 5 lives. I'm my last life and I don't have enough points available to get an extra life, so it's do or die. Now it's difficult. Now it's very difficult. Take it easy. Yes, nice. Uh-oh, what now? Like this. Oh, the door opened. No, it didn't yet. It's there's still multiple colors. This is getting tight. This is getting very tight. Oh no! Oh, I almost had it. I almost had it, but that was satisfying enough. I got all the gems. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with that. My heart is racing. That was really intense. I really loved that level. I think it's 9.5 out of 10. Maybe 9.6. Let's try the 7th cycle as well. I didn't play this rigorously enough. Looks pretty in the thumbnail. Wow. Okay, so the goal for the first few moments is to lure the trackpad into the switches. We should have started from the right, actually. That's auspicious. I got it dropped. Come on. No, don't come here. No, don't come here. Oh, no, no. Okay, that's good. Good. You can either get it from above or from the side to the switches. That's very good. Oh no, that's not safe. Oh no. Misplay. Let's try from the right first. It seems safer, but it's actually... Oh, I didn't need to do anything special to lure it here. What's my time window here? Let's actually do it like this. Oh, it gets stuck over there. Now I'm screwed. No, wait, I'm not, because I can take the crystal. The stopper thing. Like that. Can I get to the top? Close, but I just barely made. Now I don't have enough fuel to get the others. So I gotta go all the way over there. I can take the safe route over here. It's also fuel economical. Some random item spawn. Oh, it's impossible to get space. It's over there to my right. And now I got to be fast about this. Okay, the track got stuck there, and now it's just a matter of get good. So I'm gonna die. This is solvable, right? Like, there's nothing that prevents me from solving it. Just lacking in execution. Another random drop. Okay, now I can try to test out the trackbot's AI. When will it change direction? Oh, I just barely made it. Is half a fuel tank too little? It's kind of precise. Okay, now I can lure it better. Come here. Yes. It's like that. So there are multiple solutions to this level. I kind of like that. Oops, I forgot to pick up the item. Now you can see the movement speed is like limited by the moving ladders. Wasting fuel. Okay, and then I gotta drill the trackpad, or face the trackpad out of there. Another random drop. I'm really lucky today. Cannot get here. This is an impossible to get location. Okay, and wait, what? I closed the blue ones. That's not what I was supposed to do. You had one job. Come here. No, I said come here. Oh, I messed up. But it's doable. No, I think I'll just give up here. I had enough of this level. It's kind of a long... When the level has a long execution phase, with many things that can go wrong, it's kind of demotivating to the player. I think this is a good level, yes, but it can get a little demotivating, is the only problem with it. We're about to reach 2 hours of streaming. I'm having a blast. I hope this is fun to watch because I'm having a blast. Am I done with Jetpack just yet? Or do I want to play some more? I feel like I want to build some levels rather than play. Let's go back to the editor. We got this effect. This must have been a pain to code. Something to do with dirty rectangles. Send the player die if it's... Yeah, this is an unwinnable level now. Way to go. What a curiosity. Okay. But like a level where you have to drill the boxes, or place the boxes in the correct order, and like release some rockets as well. So where do the rockets go now if I just place one here? Get stuck in the middle. Yeah, it gets stuck in the middle. The goal is to get the rockets to get stuck in the middle. Wait, did that go right? Did that go right? Didn't go right. It's off screen what I'm trying to place here. Okay, never mind that. Yes, that looks really very pretty. That's the neat side of the film. No, I don't think this is the right play. I think I just want to play around with the rockets positions, not with any extra elements, because that makes this level much more. It makes it a lot more like this event cycle, that it has this long and multi-phase structure to it. I want this to be like a straightforward level with you do like 2 things and that's it. Like phase boxes and guide rockets. That would be like the resolve for this one. Okay, so then what can we do now? What can we do now? We can build a staircase. It's always the first thing to do it. Yeah, okay, so don't build it like that. If I build it like that, then I will not get screwed also. Oh, that's an interesting pathway. That's an interesting pathway, yeah. I should have a rocket or 2 go around that path. By default, how do I ensure that they go the same like this? No, that isn't what I wanted. No, not quite. No symmetry available. Okay, maybe there's just 1. I think 1 is enough. There's still 5 rockets to build. Yeah. And then die. Yeah, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. No messing around with barriers. I just want to see this. You make changes and they change the trajectories of the missiles. That's what I want to see. You can get a jetpack at some point, surely. But the beginning has to be like this. The beginning has to be like you building a staircase. I already like this level. I think this is a banger. Yeah, and there's gotta be something like one of these in the middle of every one of these. So that hints that you should build a staircase. Okay, I messed up. I like this. I really like this. I'm so glad I made this level. Or started making it. The style set is really like inspiring. There's rockets over here. Yeah, they're just guarding the edges of the screen. They aren't in sync because there's a different length path for both of the pairs. Okay, play the damn level, Shinjiku. Can I get that? Oh. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Definitely not the intended solution, but nice. Then get a staircase going. Yikes. About time I get some fuel. This is happening at the right time. Oh. There's some activity around the door. Yes. That is just as difficult as it needs to be. I think this is done. This is a finished level now. Maybe the rocket's presence wasn't really a threat after you got the fuel though. So maybe there should be like extra rockets lurking in. Like one extra rocket lurking in here. Yeah, I think that would be interesting. Yeah, let's start with the fuel. Let's start with the fuel and see how it goes. Might be a bit too reflex test. But if it's a spinner though. I feel like it's gotta be a rocket. I don't think I need. I don't think I need. Too many. This is enough. Okay, is it done now? I think this is like a couple. I could place the player over here and make this kind of adjustment, but I'm not sure if. No, because I want the player to build a staircase on their own. Why can't they build a staircase like this? I messed up. No, right here there's like 2 traces. No, there's just 1 right there. This doesn't build a staircase. Oh, I can also. Yeah, okay, that is interesting. I got the safety suit again. Should it be a gem that you get 5 points for starting the level? I like that it starts with a sound effect. This implies symmetry, so I think I'm gonna keep the player position here. Even though it breaks the tileset's rules, but I broke the tileset, so. Yeah, I'm just kind of in awe of this level. This is really good. Really good and fun to play. Yeah, there's enough threats. You cannot predict the turns accurately, so there's an element of surprise. Yeah, I'm really into this. It's quite a leap from first cycle to second cycle. Third cycle continues quite naturally from the second cycle. And the fourth cycle is like continues from the third one. And fifth is like, what if you came back to this world hundreds of years later and it had to like deteriorate. Sixth cycle is a concept level, high concept level. 9.6 out of 10. This is the long and arduous quest, but I finally found it. Ninth cycle. Still missing the 8th cycle, but I think we can finish that in some other stream. Yeah, I think it's good to stop at recursively spawning fractals. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll show you guys some more fun footage anytime. Time.